I hope that you guys are doing amazing wherever you are in the world. My name is Shikha, and I welcome you to my channel. As always, I'm so grateful that you guys are listening, subscribing, and commenting. I appreciate the support, and if you guys want, you can obviously go to my Patreon link. The link is in the description below, and you can support me further by giving me $1 a month, $5, whatever you guys prefer. Okay, all right. In this video, I want to explore a question that Deanna Matthews asked me in my Facebook group. I have a Shikha's INFJ Facebook group, and the link is in the description below. You guys can join, and it's a really nice group with a bunch of amazing people. Like, I'm really enjoying the interaction that's been going on in there. And Deanna asked this question about the holidays, and it's so funny to me because living in Thailand, Christmas and the holidays are not really as much of a big deal as they are obviously in North America or in Europe. I don't really even notice the difference because the seasons don't change that much here either, right? We're not going through fall. We're not going to go through fall soon in September. It's rainy season right now, and then it's going to be hot, and then it's going to be cold. You know, there's not that much of a difference. It's just pretty temperate throughout, especially in Chiang Mai. And so I don't really notice that, okay, sometimes when you go through fall, you're like, all right, cool, I'm going through fall right now. There's a fall season. That means Christmas is coming soon. That means the holidays are coming soon. That means all that stuff is coming soon, right? So there's more of an idea behind that. And obviously Deanna is noticing that August is it's August already. I can't believe it's August already. And she's noticing that, okay, September is going to be here soon, which means the schools are going to start soon. And that means it's only 4 or 5 months before the end of the year. And that means holidays, Christmas, New Year's, all of that amazing stuff. And obviously Thanksgiving, I think, as well. So she was starting to get a little stressed out. And she's like, oh my God, are you guys like that as well? Are you starting to feel that pressure that is the holidays? Yeah. And I thought it was interesting because I wanted to do a video on it. Not specifically because I feel that pressure. Now, obviously being Hindu as well, my family doesn't really celebrate Christmas because we're not, we just do it as a thing. Okay, it's a holiday, so we'll get together and we'll have dinner and we'll do all that. But there's no pressure because there's no gift giving. I used to give gifts before, but I realized we all have everything that we need, and it's a waste of money. So better to spend time with each other. Quality time is obviously more important, yeah? Now, of course, as I said, all of this doesn't apply to me, but I know that a lot of you guys are obviously a little bit pressured by the holidays. Now, Indian people have a lot of other holidays that we're pressured by, like Diwali and Holi, so we do have other things that come up. But I want to specifically speak about Christmas and New Year's because probably that's the holiday that most of you guys are worried about. Now, of course, the introversion comes into it. It's not only the fact that holidays are a pressure cooker because you have to buy all these presents, and if you don't buy the right presents, then people get offended or they get upset. And if you buy the right presents, it means you have to spend a lot of money, and people get into debt for this kind of stuff, and there's a lot of stress involved with it, with the gift-giving aspect of it. But also the introversion aspect of it is the fact that you have to spend time with family, and you have to spend time with people that probably you don't really like that much, or they're all right, that you're fine hanging out with them, but you're just like, why do I have to do this? Why do I have to force myself every year to spend time with people that I really don't like? Yeah, your immediate family might be fine, but then there are all these uncles and aunts and cousins and people that you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm related to these people, yeah? And you have to spend time with them, and you think to yourself, why do I have to do this to myself? Now, actually, what happened to me in the past is that whenever I had to do this, I'd escape. I'd kind of go traveling. And that was a terrible way to do it, I know. But I did not like the pressure of it. Even being a Hindu and even not celebrating Christmas, I used to feel the pressure of Christmas and New Year's. So I would just escape. I used to go to Thailand every year, and I'd go to one of the islands and I'd do the full moon party by myself on my own, and I'd just be so content because I didn't have to deal with all that shit. Now, last year I actually spent time with my family on New Year's and Christmas, and it was nice. There was no pressure. We just hung out together, and it was totally fine. Because that's how we had kind of made it so. We weren't giving gifts, we weren't doing all that stuff. We were just spending time together. It was so precious and it was so gratifying. It was also just so relaxing. There was no pressure there. Yeah. And so I know that you probably are going to be dealing with a lot more pressure than I did. And so I have a couple of tips, a couple of things that I wanted to say. I'm not an expert on this. I know that you're probably dealing with a lot more pressure than I've ever dealt with. But these are a couple of things that I would do. Now, one of the things that we forget to do as INFJs, as introverts, as the holidays come around, is to take care of ourselves. Yeah. And so if you're already starting to feel pressure for something that's happening, that's going to happen 5 months in the future, you really have to think about it. Like, what is it exactly that's causing you the pressure? Is it the fact that you have to spend time with family? Or is it the fact that you have to buy gifts? Because if it's the fact that you have to buy gifts, perhaps just start buying them right now. And then maybe you don't have to worry about it so much in the future. So maybe that's the pressure that's causing you to feel anxiety. Or if it's the fact that you have to spend time with family, then think about how you can spend time on your own and spend time with family. So include introversion time in that schedule. Tell people that you need time on your own, and so you need to go off on a hike in nature, or you have to go for a walk outside, or you have to go for a massage or a spa time by yourself, so you're able to balance out the time that you might be spending time with family. The time that you're spending with family is balanced out with time on your own. Okay. Now, another thing I would really recommend to you guys is spend a little bit of time journaling right now, especially Deanna, because I really worry about the fact that it's only August and you're already feeling this pressure. And that's one of the reasons I really wanted to do this video, is because I'm really wondering why. What is it exactly that's causing you to feel this anxiety already for something that's 5 months away or 3 months away, whatever you're feeling anxiety about? What is it? What is it exactly that's causing you to post in the Facebook group about it and to be so anxious about it that you messaged me twice about it, right? And I really feel for that, because it means that there's something going on there that you really need to deal with. And I'm sure a lot of you in general are feeling this kind of anxiety. It also might be the fact that perhaps you have children and they're going into school soon, that's causing anxiety. There's also a lot of stuff going on in the ether. Like a lot of people think Mercury retrograde is going on right now, or just ending. So that might be one of the issues. Full moon. I mean, there's so much stuff going on in the atmosphere. There's a lot of shit going on in the world in general. So all of that obviously adds to our anxiety. But I really would recommend to you, think about what exactly causes you anxiety, and then think about ways that you can deal with it in that format. Yeah. So of course I gave you examples about introversion. I gave you examples about the fact that you have to spend time with family or gift giving. Other things that might be causing you anxiety is the fact that you have to spend time with people that you don't like. Yeah. That again causes me a lot of anxiety. And that's one of the things that I'm just like, why do I have to hang out with people I don't like? I'd rather sit in my room and read manga. I'd rather do that than anything else in the world. So I say no to a lot of events. And I'm grateful because I have the capability or capacity to do that. People get angry, people get upset. I don't really care. It doesn't really bother me. My family, they know that I'm not going to go to a lot of events, so they just invite me to 1 or 2, and that's perfect. The rest of the time I sit in my room and I read manga, or I just walk around on my own, or I go downtown Toronto if I'm in Toronto or wherever I am, and I do my own thing, and it's just so perfect. Yeah. So of course, I mean, you're an adult right now. Like I feel like I have to really remind myself that I'm an adult. I'm not a child anymore. And even if my parents ask me to do something, it doesn't mean that I have to hop, skip, and jump to do it. I can just be like, no, I don't really want to do that. And because I'm an adult, I can say that, and it's all right. Yes, they might be upset about it, but what's the big deal? Is it more important to take care of them or to take care of yourself? And of course, that's a question that you have to answer for yourself. For me, it's more important to take care of myself. My mental health and sanity is so important to me, so much more important than a few moments of hurt on their part. And they will get over it. They do. They always get over it faster than I would ever get over it. And then I do spend time with them in a lot of different ways. Yeah, I spend time with them specifically, and that's more important to me than going out and meeting people I really don't like, right? And so this is something that you have to gauge for yourself. Now, what is more important to you? And is it all right for you? Is it possible for you to say no to certain events? If you really don't like them, then why the hell are you subjecting yourself to it? If you're an adult and you can say no, then why aren't you? Because you're upset you're worried that someone's gonna get upset? Then that's like you are stuck between a rock and a hard place. Either you let them get upset, or you feel anxious for 5 months because you have to do something that in the future, in the holidays, right? So maybe this is a little bit harsh. Maybe this is a little bit of putting the onus back on you, Deanna. But really, that is the truth. Yeah, you really have to think about what's going on here that's causing you to feel so much anxiety, and why are you letting it get to you in this manner? And why aren't you doing something about it in order to stop or negate that anxiety? Why are you not doing anything? Because there's nothing in the world that is completely out of our control. Now, perhaps some things like the government that's elected, partly it's out of our control. Yes, we can vote and all that stuff. An asteroid hitting the Earth, mostly it's out of our control, right? The Big Bang was out of our control, things like that. But most of the things in our life, right? The fact that we're going to go somewhere in the holidays, or the fact that we're going to give gifts in the holidays, or we're going to meet people in the holidays, all that stuff is pretty much under our control. We might say it's not. Oh no, I have to follow my family, otherwise they get upset. Let them be upset. Is it that big of a deal if they get upset? They'll get over it. They really do, and they get over it very fast. I noticed that with myself as well. My family got over it very fast. They didn't really care after. Like now I say no, and they're like, all right, fine, cool. And they're totally fine with it, right? So you have to train the people around you as well. And you have to train yourself to realize it's not as important as you think it is, okay? All right, so I hope this helped. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. Maybe you're angry right now because you're like, this is not me. So tell me what exactly causes you anxiety, Deanna. I'd love to hear from you. Or anyone else, obviously. Tell me what causes you guys anxiety in the holidays, because I'm not an expert on that stuff. I don't spend that much time with Christmas and New Year stuff. And if you guys have any questions, please put them in the comments below and I'll do a video on it. Video suggestions are always welcome. And of course, support me further by going to my Patreon link. It's in the description below, and I shall see you guys the next time around. Bye for now.